Well, that was good timing. What is up, everybody? Thank you, TG, for the sub for 6 months, dude. Alright, it's Doorman time. Or Doman, however you want to see it. I haven't done this in a while. So, I guess we'll use a lot of chats units here. I'll make room in a second. And I think just to keep things fair, we'll keep it to 1 debuff clear command code per unit, because you can get 2 now, but you know, newer players will only ever have access to the 1, and also having 2 will mean you'll just make the fight a joke, so none of that nonsense. Alright, let me clear my invites here. Feels bad nuking Ziggy. Hold on, my sound is way too loud. Let me just take that down like 90%. There's a Gwaine. Jesus, remember we were talking about Saber Altar the other day and we wanted a stronger one? Well, there's a stronger one. There's another stronger one. Kind of funny how that works. Didn't have a single Saber Altar in chat, and then there's 2 right there. I feel like half the people I'm removing are just going to send me an invite again, but let's see. Do I have any room on this account to smite people? Okay, that's a Japanese player. Anyway, I could remove myself, but I'm hoping I won't pop up anyway. Okay, good enough for now. Hey, Shadow, thank you for the resub for 4 months. Yeah, I guess I haven't seen you in chat in a little while. Although I never know when people are lurking or not, so. But thank you. Alright, there's the code. So remember, only 1 debuff clear command code. Because most players are only going to have the 1 anyway. It is nice, though. You can start playing the game tomorrow, and you can get the debuff clear command code. It's just in the Mana Prism shop, so it's very accessible, which is good. Balance. And for everyone else, you get 2 copies of it, which is kind of insane. Hey, Arjuna. Yeah, we'll try to do some Gwaine later, too. Mix it up a bit. Alright. Hopefully that's enough time. I'll do a Doorman with one of my units, and then we'll use chats. Who do I want to use on this account? What do we got over here? Did we ever do Proto Coup? Because regular Coup beats this fight like it's nothing. I wonder how Proto Coup does. That'd be so lame if he couldn't beat it. That would be so lame. It would not shock me, though. It would not shock me if he couldn't do it. Let's give him a go. I mean, Coup beats it like so easy because Coup has debuff clear. But he does have the debuff resistance, maybe that helps. What, the crit one? The Ishtar crit one? I don't think so. They don't seem to make the 5-star ones available. They seem to just do the 3 and the 4-star. And as time goes on, they keep adding more. Which is good, but kind of a weird way they're handling it. Yeah, we might try to do Doorman versus Gwaine when we switch to Gwaine, because we'll just have been finished beating up Doorman a lot, right? So it's kind of fitting. Okay, I guess we want the debuff clear on... Let me think. I want to say quick. But that does hurt our star gen. Yeah, the Solter command code is a 5-star one, so it doesn't get added. The only reason I'm kind of worried about putting it on quick is you really do want that star gen. But quick is the only card that I could guarantee no matter what I will use every turn, which is kind of important. You don't want to be in a situation where it's like, I want to do optimal damage, but I also want to get rid of a debuff. You don't want to have to pick between the two. Oh, it's already equipped to somebody. Who the hell has it right now? Probably a support, I bet. Thought it'd be Chin or Hans, but apparently not. Ah, Martha. Apparently I haven't bought the extra one from the Mana Prism shop yet. I'll have to do that. But it looks like given enough time, you're gonna be able to get every 3 and 4 star command code twice if you don't miss any. Alright, we want the heal, I think. Yeah, we want the heal boost. Kind of, but it might be tricky to... I could put it on Buster, it's just then sometimes you're gonna have to do a combo you don't really like. And we won't have any damage boost on our Buster, which kind of sucks. What about putting the heal on Art? And the heal boost on Buster. I don't mind that. Let's try that. It's a little odd, but... What for the final one? This isn't terrible. This isn't terrible, but then there's also just damage stuff. Now, let me think. The first health bar, he takes less damage from NPs, and he takes less damage from crits. I actually think he... Like, he takes, like, negative damage from crits, if that makes any sense. Like, you doing a non-crit would do more damage. And then I think the second health bar, crits do damage like normal, but then NPs still don't do much damage, I think. Could do the flat damage one. I'm gonna do that. Wait, no, that's bad early on, though, because it'll make me crit more. Alright, I'll do the flat damage one. That's really weird. But, see how it does. Can add up. Alright, off we go. Remind me to yeet the app if we win. I don't remember if he's a servant here or not. And I don't know if he's... Yeah, I don't think he's considered male, because you could always do the anti-male one. I don't remember what his tags are. He's not divine normally, I don't think, but he might be here. Don't remember if we have to bring anything weird with taunt walls for this. I haven't done it in a long time. Max with the save. Why is my normal solo slot called Legendary Crap, and then it's all set up weird like this? What on earth was going on there? Okay, he's got 2k foes. Atlas. Alright, we're off. Enkidu doesn't have a hard time with this regardless, though, just because it's Enkidu and he has anti-debuff. I hate how this bit has no sound effects. Even if you turn in-game music on, there's still no sound effects for this intro, and it's not good. There's always camera whooshing and stuff, but it's just silent. Oh right, that's a thing. But it's not very helpful because your NP does like fuck all here. I think you don't want Golden Sumo then, though. Guess we bonk him. The NP will do way less damage than normal, but it will still do something. Where crits are actually bad to start, will do less. Yeah, Yang CE, really good here. Surprise, surprise. Hey, Saber Nero. 35 months. Okay, everybody's dead. Look at all this NP I have. Guess I'd go ahead and cast my debuff resistance. Alright, we want to cast the debuff clear every single turn. Hopefully it'll remove the one on the burn card, or the buster card, so I don't hurt myself. It did! How about that? I tell ya, I remember when we did this like a month or two ago, every time we did that it failed and we would still burn ourselves. Feels good. Yeah, I love the Moriarty voice line. It's killer. Alright, do I remove the debuffs? I can't remember if this does something else that I'm not supposed to use. Yep, okay. Should not have done that. I should have done it next turn, because I could have removed another one on my own anyway. And, okay, that was, you know what? I was so bad on restart, because you have that temporary heal boost, and it has, like, charges, so I just wasted a lot of health there. That was not good. Fucking love this Witch Hunter Robin soundtrack, though, man. Need to add more of that to this playlist. I've only got like 3 songs from it. I should have logged in my main account because nobody slots George anymore, man. Sad times. God, I'm gonna have to log on my main account. Hold on. I hate this because I'm gonna have to fucking resize my screen because widescreen update so helpful. You just want a George, man. Okay, now our screen is going to look absolutely ridiculous. Close enough. Kimlon is terrible here though because then the boss will normally attack twice. I would rather have no CE than Kimlon when it comes to bosses like this. Which I don't think I need to explain considering how I streamed it with Kimlon a little while ago. Like, Kimlon is fine when it's a boss that hits really hard, like all the time, like consistently. But AoE bosses, because they hit everybody, no. And then like bosses like the Moriarty challenge quest where there's trash mobs, no. Like if the boss is single target, you don't even care. You don't care if he attacks twice. Like, oh, he hit George twice, you know, who cares? But if it's AoE and he attacks twice, it hits the solo unit twice, which is super bad. Do I want to do the art card? Probably not. No point in putting the heal on cooldown, so... Yeah, why can't I get cards like that all the time, man? That's the good shit. I want a freaking Proto-Coup animation update, man. Debuff! Everybody dead, feels good. Okay. $50-50 on the burn removal again. Can remove it from itself. And it did! Wow, we won that twice in a row. I have no idea, Zal. I would imagine no. Okay, this time I'm not gonna heal myself. More likely to burn myself on this one. Okay, now we can remove debuffs and it's not a big value waste. The heal is still going to waste somewhat, but it's not going to complete waste. I forgot. Okay, we made another mistake. God damn it, man. I forgot to use the skill on the Mystic Code on the first turn. There's literally no reason not to do it there. You're NPing anyway, and the sooner you use it, you know, the sooner the cooldown comes back. I could have used it almost twice by now. Oh god, that does not feel great. Making these stars sucks because it's going to make me do less damage. I guess what I do is I take advantage of, like, critting right now is bad, so I'll at least take advantage of the crit to get more NP gain. Gonna make some kind of positive here. Yeah, it's like double bad because it meant my first NP didn't do as much damage, and then now the cooldown is forever off. So I have no debuffs, so I don't actually have to cast the quick. And critting is bad, so we'll try not to use higher crit chance stuff here. Do that. Okay, hopefully just one more turn. I think critting is fine. Could you not do that? I think his crit up though is like 100% or some nonsense. I think I need to not cast protection from arrows here. Because if I do cast it here, unless I get lucky, I most likely won't have it for the NP. So yeah, I think I gotta hold it. Now it actually is okay to do quick here, because if we break this health bar, then critting is fine. But I don't want to use my NP here though, because that's, yeah, no, I think we hold it then. We'll do that. That's super awkward though, because I'm going to use the heal boost and want to heal next turn, but I need a quick next turn. Nah, I should have still quick there just to get rid of a debuff, I guess. Oh right, that's a mechanic here. Why did he have to do that? Okay, so the only way I can get rid of it now is if I remove a debuff, but I can't remove a debuff because my quick is sealed. That's so unlucky. That's so unlucky. Because yeah, I could go a turn and remove one, but yeah, now I think we're dead because of that. Yeah, I don't, because I can't remove it because this remove is on my quick card. So that's death. That is where having the new one would be OP, because you could put one on a different card type, so that can't happen. Now, I guess what you do in Protoku is you save your first skill for when you break. That way, first off, there's a chance that he seals Ardor Buster, and then there's also a chance that you just guard it. Because, yeah, if he gets quick sealed and you're... It's not even quick seal, it's whatever has the debuff clear on it. If that gets sealed, you're probably fucked. Thankfully though, his debuff block thing, if it doesn't block the seal, it's still okay, because as long as it blocks one of the attack down burn thingies, that means the 3 clear from the Mystic Code will hit the seal. So he just has to guard 1. It doesn't matter what he guards. He just guard 1 of it, because he puts 4 debuffs on you. And you can clear 3. And you need, you know, the seal to be within the latest 3. So he just has to guard 1 out of 4, right? Which that should statistically be pretty likely. Okay, at least I can do this play correctly this time. Did we ever try melt here? I don't remember. I mean, we'll try anybody that, you know, shows up in our friends list here in a second, but kind of wonder how she would do. I figure she would win because there's so much damage. The main thing to note about this fight is if you get 5 of these debuffs, you're probably going to die. If you get 5 of these, you get another debuff that cannot be removed no matter what. It is completely unremovable. It gets like that box like you see on these, it just cannot be removed. And then the next time you get NP'd, you will always get insta-death. Now you could, you know, bail yourself out with the guts, but I mean, it's going to put you so behind. Also near the end of the fight, the boss will start NP spamming. His NP will do a lot less damage, so it basically will do hardly any damage. I mean, it does a chunk, but it's nothing. It's not that much scarier than a normal attack. But it basically means he's NPing so often, he'll be able to proc the insta-death very easily. So you've got to keep those debuffs off of you, pretty much. Okay, don't use your first skill. 50-50 on the thing here. No, we didn't get it. Never mind. Thought we did, but we did not. So, Saber Nero, I don't know what you're referring to, but that does seem to be a thing. That's why people are always asking me if I'm rolling for some random thing that I obviously wouldn't want to roll on. Not valuing my NP because it's not that good here. Fucking look at you critting, Protoku. You're running everything. And we got dotted, so now our clear is not as good. Although I can use the command code again. Now I have to crit. This is not going super well. There are definitely people in my chat though, like my regulars, that they have a pretty good idea what my taste is at this point. So if they see something rated up like Beowulf or, you know, literally anyone in armor, you know, they're gonna be like, yeah, he might roll for that. But you know, I remember people asking if I was rolling on Sei, man. And no hate for the big Sei fan I have in chat here or anything, but it's like, I mean, come on, of course I'm not rolling for that. Like, damn. I can't remember, did anybody ask me if I was rolling, like, seriously, not as a joke, but I can't remember, did anybody ask if I was rolling for Van Gogh? I hope not. Not wrong, Zaw, it's just, that was not the intended target. Although the results might say otherwise. So I'm putting the crit first because critting is bad. So if it does crit, I don't want them taking up the better damage slot. You know, I should have used my first skill in the Mystic Code right there, even though I wasn't NPing. I think it would have been worth it. It would have meant I could have broke this turn. Hell, I might just use it now then. I'm might be able to break without it, and I could save it for the next thing. Okay, I gotta be smart here. If I break this turn, I need to cast my... No, I should cast my first skill anyway. It lasts 3 turns, so it's okay if it lingers. Let me think. What's the plan? I think I am going to use the first skill. It's unnecessary. I'm going to overkill a bit. But this lets me quick. Or no, I should just Buster quick, I think. I want to remove a debuff. But I want to absolutely make sure I break. Like, I absolutely must break here. I wish I did not have a 40% crit chance. Maybe I Buster to be safe. Yeah, I'm gonna be a coward. I did not need to Buster there, but I was like, what if everything crits? Okay, so he didn't actually debuff an extra time this time. So this time it wouldn't matter what he sealed. Because see, last time he did the card seal, and then he cast 3 of the curse. And so that messed me up. But he didn't do it this time, so it didn't even matter. Now, if I think he's going to cast 1 skill next turn, I should cast Protection from Arrows. This is ballsy, but I'm gonna go for it. Just don't triple attack forehead. And the reason that matters, normally I wouldn't care if he triple attacked in the first turn I cast it, because I still got 3 ticks out of it, so who cares? But I wanted to block BNP, so casting it early is a little risky there, but... The greed! Alright, we're good. Okay. Now critting is good. Alright, he clears his debuff when he impedes. I forgot about that. I can re-roll my stars. I like to use the heal. Yeah, I'll re-roll. Did not really work out. I like how he was 60% on the card I don't want to use. Wait, if I use that heal boost, most of it is just... No, that doesn't make any sense. Because it'll go into just hurting me more because of the burn. So I better just not use it. Like, it would do 500 damage to me and I'd heal for 500 more. That doesn't make any sense. Or I could just do more damage, right? So I'll just take the damage, thanks. Although I guess it had a higher crit chance, so... I could have waited a turn. I should have waited a turn to clear those. Because it clears 3, and I had 3. But I can clear 1 with my command code. So I really only had 2. So that wasn't quite right. Although using it sooner is good for the cooldown, I suppose. I've re-rolled stars a few times and had it work really well. You know, on turns like that, I only had 15 stars, so I didn't have much to work with anyway, so I was just hoping for like a YOLO lucky piece of shit. Because I wasn't really expecting to crit anyway. I think I should have used the first skill last turn. I think it was back. Okay, the next NP I can block with invulnerability from the thingy. I have more debuffs than I would like. Got that 80% though. I don't want to use that quick card, but I kind of gotta. Man, that sucks. Got all that juicy crits just sitting there. Just like crit twice anyway. That's alright. Finally guarded something. Now, if I cast protection from arrows now... Actually, wait, yeah, I will, because after we break this health bar, his MP damage gets a lot lower. It's more about he has a really good chance of insta-deathing you, so it's a whole different thing. So I don't mind casting it now and getting like ahead of the curve on the cooldown. Easy. Okay, now our NP can actually do damage after 3,000 years. Cleared all of our debuffs. Is God Juna and Zeus comparable? Are we talking lore-wise or gameplay-wise? Because honestly, in both versions, Zeus is definitely ahead. Now, I'll say this: if you compared God Juna to non-Lost Belt Zeus, it might actually just be God Juna. However, that's not really fair because God Juna is that strong because he also has Lost Belt shenanigans. So if you take Lost Belt God Juna and Lost Belt Zeus, it is easily Zeus. And if you take non-Lost Belt God Juna versus non-Lost Belt Zeus, it's probably still Zeus. So yeah, I guess Zeus is kind of just winning on that one. But I mean, it's Zeus, so Chief God and all that. I'd only remove one debuff if I healed right now. However, I need to heal because I'm dying. I think I'll heal next turn. I should use heal boost this turn then. Cause yeah, I figure we're gonna get debuffed. At this point, health is like the most important resource because you're gonna die to chip, basically. You're kind of destined to get NP'd a decent amount, so... Okay, how much does this do? Yeah, not too... Okay, 3,000 is still a fair amount. Certainly more than his normal attacks. Actually, it was a little bit more than 3,000 too. I will say our anti-debuff has not been helping a huge amount, but it's been helping a little bit. So normally you'll fall behind a little bit on debuffs, but we're clearly not. Like just the occasional block is enough to stay on top of it. I'm just having to sacrifice the card chains I want to do a little bit. You always use the debuff clear. Well, at that point, Karna fuses with, is it Shiva? Not sure if that's right. I kind of forgot which god he fuses with at the end. I know it's one of the big boys. He fuses with one of the more powerful Hindu gods, but I actually don't remember which one. Because I am a heathen, apparently. I mean, we'll kind of just try out whatever chat has, I suppose. Most of the stuff I really wanted to test, I've already tested in the past, so I'm kind of just free for game for whatever. We've already done Doorman versus Doorman. And Doorman won. We're looking good. Yeah, I think we got it in the bag here. We might even win next turn, so I gotta be ready to zeet the app, as the kids say. I don't even have a debuff, man. Could have swapped those busters around. And it crit, so that was a mistake. Yeah, we win here. I actually like super win here because I've also got the stars. So yeah, he dead. I'm not even gonna zeet the app. I mean, it's all we've won. I mean, it's 43k. We got MP, double buster crit. I guess GG, and we have MP up. So no reason to reset my screen size here. All right, we'll add people that send us an invite, and we'll see what we got to use here. Remember, only one debuff clear command code, not two, because it's OP. I'm gonna go get water real quick, and I guess I'll leave the code on the screen in case anyone else wants to send an invite. And then I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. But, yeah, Zeus over there with an anti-solar system Noble Phantasm for some reason. Some Dragon Ball Z shit right there. Oh, look, Ibuki. Wait, I think I hit almost a decline there. And remember, you gotta put them in the all slot, and if you slot a cavalry class, you are going to die. But if you somehow win with a cavalry class, I suppose that would be impressive. I love Beaker. I know who that is. Yeah, I really should look at people's accounts, Arjuna. I love beers, clearly Rex, yeah, obviously. I mean, it's at the top, so, I mean... I mean, he kinda has a chance, but I think he'll just take too much damage. Like, you have to last a long time here, but we'll see. I mean, they don't have power levels in Fate like they do in Dragon Ball Z. That's not a thing. It's just he's got, you know, a detailed an attack that can be that strong, so that's a pretty Dragon Ball Z-esque thing. Okay, what am I doing? I guess I just NP. I'm not sure I use, well... Yeah, okay, we'll just do that. We're wasting the heal from his NP, but it's probably okay. See, if he was single target, I would not be worried. But he did basically the exact same damage as Ku there. Because Ku was single target and he's AoE. Right? Yeah, he's a berserker, so he's getting the modifier, but being AoE is making up for that. And he takes so much more damage than Ku that... I'm really worried here. Loops though. Don't think I use his first skill here. Do I need the heal boost? We already have the other heal boost, so... it's not that much lost damage. Okay, our normal card damage is decent though. Pain. I guess see red, press red. I mean, we are absolutely going faster than Proto-Ku though. Fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh my god, if we could have broke there, now we're not really going that much faster than Proto-Ku. For a little bit, but god damn it. Look at this. Look at these 55 star. Oh my, I have to restart. That's just, there's no coming back from that. That's like a 3-turn shift right there. Because my MP gain is going to waste. My damage is going to waste, crit's going to waste, the crit starter is going to waste. Like that's just, that's terrible. I just needed the slightest damage increase there. $3K foe win. That's almost what faux pas are though. They're more like 2.5. They're not even 2.5 though because they don't affect your NP. They are 2.5 foe effectively for normal cards, but because they don't affect the NP, it's not as good as one might like. I'm not sure they're gonna do anything else though for sure. I don't know. Maybe they do one more thing that you can twink, but I think it'll be very side grady if they do something like that. I don't see, like, it's, you can do so much for a character now to make them stronger that I don't see them doing too much more. It just get kind of insane if they did. Now they don't give flat damage, they give attack. It'd be kind of cool if they gave flat damage though, because then if you had Divinity and you gave them the flat damage command code and then the faux pas gave flat damage, you'd be able to do a guaranteed chunk of damage. Like, you know, that'd be quite nice, but and hell, you could use like covering fire or a CE like that, and you'd have quite a lot of flat damage right there. But yeah, not a thing, unfortunately. Probably for the best, though. I could whiff the heal on our third skill. That doesn't sound right to me. We'll do it like this. There's no way they're going to do skill cooldown reduction. That you would break so many things. Like that, you are not doing that. Like, can you imagine Ku with the 4-turn protection from arrows? Like, yep, this is fair. Okay, quick to the face. Generally how that goes. I don't get to NP this time. I don't think I guts then. Nah, I'll do it. That's quite bad though. We need to break here. I'm gonna focus on damage for the most part. Don't want to whiff though the heal boost. We're gonna need all the health we can get. I'm worried this is gonna fail to break. Because that's what happened last time, we just barely didn't break. But I gotta not die is also important, so I went bowl. Oof, okay, that's something. We're behind on MP gain. We're basically in the same boat we were in last time, except we broke instead of not broken. However, we're behind on. I forgot to say, well, we lose. I keep forgetting that's a thing. That's something that makes it so much harder though for servants that don't have their own debuff clear. You can just get bad luck like that and then you lose. We would have lost on that one no matter what though, because, well, not no matter what, but because he debuffed with the thing, we had more than 3. So even if I had saved it, it wouldn't have mattered. You can't use the debuff clear when your card is sealed. Because he Buster sealed us. And we have it on the Buster card, so... But yeah, it wouldn't have mattered if I'd saved the debuff clear, because he did the unholy trinity of casting like all of the debuffs there, so there was more than 3, so I couldn't have gotten to the seal anyway. Yeah, the TAM 1-stop seal. I don't know why it does that, but it does. I don't care if people slot that one, by the way, that one's fine. It's not the same as slotting 2 of the other one, because it only affects that one gimmick, so... Yeah, it's because it's worded as anti-incapacitate, and for some reason they consider seal an incapacitate. I mean, it doesn't say stun. It has never said stun. That's just a mistranslation that people always seem to think is real, but it has never said that. It has always just said incapacitate. Which is why it works on charm and all that other stuff. Dude, that was such a funny stream when everyone was just so convinced that it would not work on charm, because everyone was like, oh, but the wiki says it's stun, so it's not going to work because they're different classifications. I mean, everyone in chat said that, and it was like, it wasn't even worth testing, and then we tested it, and it blocks charm. And it was like, okay, then. Okay, this hand kind of sucks. Probably GG. I don't see Spartacus being able to do this unless he gets outrageously lucky. Yeah, a few people said it would, but hardly anybody. It was just so many people being like so smug about it, I remember. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, there's no way. Like, if you're gonna get this done, you've got to get ahead of the curve here. You should never trust anything, though. Like, I'm not exaggerating. You should never trust anything. You know, like, sure, sometimes it's not worth the effort to go through the steps. Like, if someone on the street you don't really know or care about says, "Hi, my name is Bob," you don't need to do like a personal background check on that guy to make sure his name is actually Bob. It's not important enough. But you should always have in the back of your mind, it is possible that that guy just lied to you and his name actually isn't Bob. And you need to know, in case you do want to figure out if that guy's name really is Bob or not, you need to know the steps on how to figure out what he just said was true or not, right? It's like, it's not always... You don't need... Every time you get like a piece of information for a video game, like, oh, this thing has this % chance to crit, or this thing helps this much, or this item is better than that item. You don't have to check yourself every single time. No one's got time for that. Most people don't care enough. But you need to know how to check if you do care. If there is that one item comparison or that one character that you really want to make sure you're getting everything right on, you need to know how to go through the steps to be able to, figure things out for yourself and how to, check things. So then how to check your check and so on and so forth. And a lot of people don't know how to do that anymore. And a lot of people are just so used to accepting the mainstream, view, they don't even know how to check if something is actually accurate or not anyway. And they just believe it because that's what everyone on Reddit said. Okay, I'm done with Spartacus. This is just, it's too much RNG. I mean, the only way you gotta have a good shot at like, it's just too much AP, right? This isn't half down, it's 25 AP per attempt. And it's like, I basically have to get, at least 2 Spartacus cards on the opening hand, and even then you're really pushing it. I might try him again in a minute, but like, it's just way too much AP, and I don't think he can win anyway. And then I hate units that have to, like, get that lucky. Alright, Ibuki time. Let's see, I guess just Atlas. Atlas is pretty much accurate for everybody. And like, for example, a website, or a calculator is definitely subject to the person who created it messing up. But you're also subject to messing up, so that's why you gotta be able to see if you mess something up and figure out why you messed it up and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again, right? That's like the whole shtick. I remember the other day I said I hadn't seen like any Genshin Impact ads on YouTube, and as soon that night, and ever since then I've seen a bunch of Genshin Impact ads on YouTube. Just had to say something. I gotta think here. So we don't have starting NP. I really don't like this CE on her. I don't think it's good on her anyway, and I think it's horrible in this fight because it's gonna slow down her damage so much, and then anything that Stars does for the first chunk of the fight is negative. So I think it's pretty bad. I think Star Gen CEs are pretty bad for this fight. Because they're slow, and then also if they happen to result in a crit, that's a bad thing. Don't want a second skill. Well, maybe I second skill and just hope that George takes it. George only has 1 card though. George, why couldn't you have 2 cards instead of Qinglong? RNG, let's go! Fuck me, dude. Fucking 60% chance. George, why you like this? Well, I might as well do this, because if I do crit, it'll make the negative not as bad, and then we actually do want to slow down his NPing. Don't crit! Don't do it! This is a one-of-a-kind thing, by the way. Good. Fuck. Well, at least only one of them crit. Not that bad. Also, the crit down thing is not as big of a deal for her when she has her crit up, so... No loop, unfortunately, though. Okay, got a debuff clear. I guess we just see red, press red. He should give us our NP. So, the faster we get through this health bar, the better. Because the sooner we break this health bar, the more we'll get out of our CE. Because our CE is only about crits, but crits don't do anything at the start, so I need to get through this health bar pretty fast. We're at 97%. Okay, game. I see what you did there, game. I feel like Buster chains, though, are just so awesome for this fight because, normal card damage is a pretty big deal here. If I debuff clear here, you know, I need a debuff clear earlier just so it comes back for the next part. Wow, that means I have to not debuff clear here. That's not great. If we get unlucky, we could get insta-killed here. The problem is if I debuff clear now and he does Buster Seal, we just lose. That's bad. If he, we're in so much trouble though if he decides to do the triple thing. That's actually where the dot clear command code is good because you can clear the dot and then use the debuff clear to clear the seal or the thing. Oh, I think we lose. Unless it applies it next turn. If it applies it next turn, we're okay. Okay, I think it has to be at the end of that turn. Either that or it's more than 5. Woo! Okay, now critting is good. We need to get through this health bar though super fast because we need to get the NP down on him. Otherwise, we're just gonna die to the next NP, I think. So we gotta gas here. Thankfully our skills are about to come back. I remember we had a character we did that on though. We brought the debuff clear command code and then the dot clear command code so we could get rid of the dot so the debuff clear would not hit the dot. That is unfortunate that he cleared his debuffs though. Okay, I'm gonna cast that next turn. So this is like the only turn I'm not gonna BBB. So next turn I want to get my NP with her first skill. Alright, we're good. Even if he drains, we're still good. And look, he drains. I'm also about to die to the thingy. I think we save our... I don't think we need our third skill. But the neck... This is tricky. Yeah, I don't think we need the crit buff. It's just I don't know if we'll be able to crit later though. I mean, last 3 turns, so. In before she does a break here. Oh, that looks really dumb with how big the tree is. Oh fuck. Okay, got it anyway. Nice crit chance. Okay, now we're not in threat of dying to like DNP damage. Oh my god, the debuffs though. We might have this. It's looking decent. The red press red is very powerful here. It's actually like one of the best ways to do this fight, honestly, from what I've seen. We are cutting it very close with the debuffs. Look at all this damage though. Hey, look, we got our defense up, so he didn't even do 3,000 damage. Nerd! I think we got it. As long as we don't get like double debuffed or anything. Although we are getting low in health, and we are okay. We're good. We're good. If that wasn't back, I think we might be in trouble. But now we're totally fine, and our skills are about to come back. So we good. Could be a win. The only way I see us losing is if he like triple crits us, and even then I think we might win. I think we might just barely survive that, and then we do invulnerability. Yeah, I think we pretty much win no matter what here. Yep, we win this turn. Yeah, I'm ready to beat the app. I'll put in slow-mo just to confirm that we do win here. But even if we failed to win here, we have invulnerability this turn, so we'd have one more turn, so... He's GG. And she should definitely kill here. She's got Buster up, NP up. We have guaranteed crits. That's pretty good though, I mean she's just in P1, so not half bad. It was close though, it was definitely close. But BBB is very good here. Our normal cards are going to eclipse our NP, oh yeah. There we go. Easy peasy. Game, why do you no close? I'm gonna literally close my other account because I don't want to accidentally click. If you click the window, it'll go back into the game, so I just close all. There was like a Android OS update that has made it so much harder to like swipe up to clear the apps now. I'm not a fan. I'm afraid of accidentally clicking it and going back in. I've done that before, but I thankfully closed it again before it got to the part where am I the only one that thinks it's ridiculous that we have to do this? Right? Like, if you just want to replay a stage, you have to never beat it in the first place, and you have to worry about, like, getting too far into the victory screen, and, like, this is just stupid! Just add story replay, you bunch of fucking twats! Like, it's like, no one should have to do this! Like, oh, nope, victory screen got too far in, now we're permanently locked out of the stage. You want to play the game, question mark? I know, right? I know that car now. I see that Yang CE. There, oh my god, it's the fucking... Nobukatsu. I was gonna say Nobu. I mean, it is right. I mean, you can still shorten his name to Nobu, so... Skill order for Asclepius? I mean, what are you using him for? Are we talking farming or challenge quests? Because that does change things a little bit. But generally, it's third skill above all, because more battery, which is good for farming, and then debuff clear is really important, and battery is good for challenge quests anyway. So I would normally say third skill above everything. And then, I'd probably say 3-1-2 for most things. Like, if it's just for farming, it's just 3. Like, it's just 3, and then you don't care about the other 2 skills. But if it's for challenge quests and stuff, then I'd say it's 3-1-2. And, like, some very specific world you might care more about, too. For, like, looping. If you're trying to do, like, art looping and stuff. Because more MP gain. But, yeah, for the most part, I'd say 3-1-2. Because most normal players are doing challenge quests and main story fights and stuff. They're going to really care about that heal. And they're going to want to get that other unit back in the game. Where if you're just like whale mode, LOL, 3-turn, you know, then you care more about the second skill. But it's only 10% gain, so yeah, I'd say 3-1-2. Asclepius is very good, yes. He's one of the best 3-stars in the game. He's one of the best 3-stars in the game for the support role anyway. He's not necessarily as overall impactful as like, you know, David can be, or Ku can be, or Ushi can be, but those things are more specific to like, oh, I'm fighting a caster, so I use Ushi, right? Asclepius is pretty universal. And yeah, if you need anti-debuff, he's kind of the best you're going to get for low-star stuff. And then as a bonus, you still get battery and all these other useful things, and healing. Story replay is not useless, though. Also, story replay shouldn't even take AP. Like, that's such a dumb... That is such a bad take. Like, 1, just because you don't want to do something doesn't mean other people don't want to. 2, any self-respecting story replay for something like this, because you're not going to get rewards anymore, it wouldn't cost AP. And, you know, a lot of people... Like, for example, I've been playing this game for so long, I don't need to farm anymore! What am I going to farm for in my main account? Like, what am I going to farm for? Get Kuda 10-10 again? Like, I got nothing to, you know, people, this is not a minority, this is a lot of people that, you know, they want to use their characters. What do you, like, yeah, when you're new to the game, you kind of got the blinders on, and you got so many things you need to level up, and, you know, you're so unprepared that it's like, yeah, I gotta go get stuff, I gotta prepare, I gotta level up things. But you get to the point where you've leveled up everything. Your guys are good to go, and then you start stockpiling things. So when they add new units, you already have everything they need, right? So what you're looking for at that point is something to do with your fucking characters, right? You want to go, hey, I'm pretty prepared. I got good units. I have a lot of different options for team building. How about I go put, like, why would you level a unit if you have nothing to use it on? Right? Like, you need something to use the damn thing on. And yeah, sure, they add like a challenge quest once a month, but that's it. Right? It's not like some insane concept that people want to actually go do something for fun. And like, of course, if you're new to the, let's say they added story replay and DW pulled a DW and they did something really stupid, like really fucking stupid, and they made story replay cost AP for some insane reason. Let's say they did that, right? That is 1, dumb, and 2, that would mean, yeah, a lot of newer players and stuff that are wanting to prepare their accounts wouldn't use it. That's fine. But there's a lot of people that don't need to use their AP on anything. Like, I'm whiffing all my AP right now on my main account. I've been whiffing it for like this whole week. Because what the f- I have no need for it. Like, what am I gonna go do? Go, you know, farm skill gems like the worst ratio ever? Like, I'd rather pull teeth. Like, I know all my units that I care about skill gem wise are already done. Like, a lot of people are in that boat where they're not just sitting here wanting to farm forever. Like, the point of farming and building up your account is to go use it on something. Besides, even if they made the main story cost AP, if you did story replay, most of the stories have like, you know, 1/4 AP down now, so they don't really even cost anything. Not the case for the newer stuff though, like, you know, here it's full AP cost, so. What are we gonna use here? What do we got? Okay, Nobukatsu cannot beat this. And he doesn't even have the CE, so that's not looking so good. Well, I gotta see what this account has. Okay, Arjuna, I feel like This must be a really new account for you, but the most sinful thing about this account, and I feel very accurate in saying this. For someone that goes by I Love Arjuna, why did you give faux items to like Vertra and Doorman before you gave faux items to Arjuna? I feel like he can't not be the first thing that gets faux, right? Like he doesn't have any 1K faux items here, like none. He's got zilch. His numbers are in white. And you don't even got the buff here. Last stage of event is savers. Where do you see the one? Oh, yeah, it's right here. Yeah, 0 out of 1,000, man. I don't know. I'm obviously just joking, but Lancers, yeah, that makes more sense. I like the 85 Karen there. But yeah, no, this is like your ult. But I feel like Arjuna's got to be the first thing to get foed here. Did you get, I swear though, Arjuna, did you roll on Doorman on every account that you had? Because you got him on like 3 accounts, I swear. So you must have rolled like just on all of the accounts, just like going in. We've done Arjuna here, or Karna here. I think he won. And if he didn't, he would definitely win with the Yang CE. We got Sherlock. The only reason I don't want to use Sherlock is his sound effects drive me insane. But sure, why not? It's at the top of the list anyway, so. And then you got him through GSSR. Jeez, that's nice. I ain't funding shit, man. What are you talking about? When I roll big, it's free SQ, for God's sakes. I'm terrible for DW, dude. I wish I spent more money on this game because I want, want the game to do well and everything, but there's no good value propositions for money in this game, so I'd buy skins, but I ain't rolling for no gacha. I mean, that doesn't change anything, Lost. That does not make that sentence any better. Also, they just lie about those, by the way. Like, they literally just lie about that stuff. And then, like, look what they do on NA. When they have a benchmark that doesn't match the JP benchmark, they just make it a different benchmark. They just make it something else. So they don't give a fuck. Oh, the number of downloads because of ult accounts? Yeah, I guess that's fair enough. But what I just said still applies for that too, though. Like, they literally don't, they completely lie about that stuff. Yeah, that's like so much bullshit. You just download the game themselves. Oh, I should. Fuck. I gotta reset. I just messed up so hard. There's no reason to use the first skill on the Mr. Code other than just doing the raw damage, so I should use it every time. Also, I think I should use my first skill too. Do a practical test and make 1 million accounts? Yeah, let's not. The thing is, even if, I'm telling you, like, even if they counted them proper, right, and you made 1 million accounts, they would still do the benchmark whenever they wanted to do the benchmark. Like, they're not. Why do you think miraculously all the benchmark stuff always lands in like a dead week? It doesn't like happen in the middle of like some really major event, like during a collab event or something. Like, what a coincidence. Right? They're not gonna suddenly put it out in like the middle of like a Tsukihime collab, right? They're not gonna do that. The most DW way to do story replay is you need rare prisms to unlock story Fuyuki. Yeah, that sounds like them so far. Costs full AP, gives no rewards, has to be done in the same order, removes the cutscene skip button. Okay, now we're just getting silly, but can only be done once per account. Yeah, that sounds forced supports. Yeah, a lot of that the no skip wouldn't happen, but the rest of that actually would not surprise me. It's very common though for devs to just lie about PR stuff, dude. There's so much lying in the game industry. It's kind of sad. Not a good time for the bomb, but the sooner I use this seal, the better. If you got a lucky opening hand though, it'd actually be fine. Actually, no, it is fine to waste the bomb because I don't want to crit. Excuse me. And then I crit. Why did I do a quick chain? I'm really screwing this up right now. Oh, I just realized, I don't know how it took me this long to realize it, but our playlist has been looping this whole time, because of course it does. Because making a basic playlist that just plays, you know, I can't believe it's that broken. It's shocking to me. One of the, you know, biggest companies on planet Earth, and they can't figure out how to make a playlist. Like that, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I kind of want to save our debuff immunity for when we're gonna break, so we just don't get sealed. It might take us so long to break though that I could use it now and have it come back. Yeah, I think that's where we're at here. So he is a completely crit-based servant, and we're doing a fight that de-incentivizes critting with a setup that is also, oh my god, this is not gonna go well. Fuck. And then I like how the bloody debuff clear. We just gotta get through the first health bar as fast as possible. That's the okay, I'm gonna not use my quick card, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear. Because with the immunity, I won't need to clear anytime soon, so. Yeah, I don't want to use my quick card right now if I can help it, because I don't want to crit, so. Good, not good. I don't know, but I presume having a crit up makes the crit down thing in this fight, or crit damage down thing in this fight, not as severe. I have no idea if that's true or not, but I suspect it is, just because it kind of makes sense. We have Star Bomb on like every card, so it's very hard for us not to crit here. Also, we have the Yang CE, but we have like no burn. I think we only have burn on the quick card. Arjuna, you're killing me right now. Like on the one card I absolutely do not want to use. Generally, you want burn on Buster because overwhelmingly you want the Buster card in the front because Buster card bonus is good. What do I do here? I guess I just do this, so. Well, hopefully we just win anyway, Arjuna, because, you know, we are a ruler, so we're pretty advantaged here.
なるほど。面白い。実に興味深い。
I'd just like to point out that Moriarty is a lot cooler than Sherlock. I'm just saying. How am I going to take that much damage? How are we that behind when we're a ruler, man? Like, how did we, what? Oh my god. Okay, just end me. This is awful. There's so much counter synergy right now. More Sherlock. I don't like Sherlock in Fate very much. Like, I don't hate him, but I honestly start to like him less and less though the more I see him. I just don't like him. Like, I like Sherlock in real life just fine. Obviously Sherlock wasn't a real person, but I mean, like, the stories and stuff I like just fine. But like, they made him way too, I don't know how to describe it, just like weird. Like, they made him too weird, and then they gave him these horrible sound effects that I hate, and I don't like the Outer God stuff. And then just Moriarty is just, you know, the best. So I'm so rooting for Moriarty beating Sherlock in Lost Bolt. Like, they're kind of hinting towards maybe that's going to happen. I hope it does, so. It's just not my cut. I know a lot of people like him, and that's great. You know, good for them. Glad he's in the game. You know, he's certainly not like Van Gogh or anything, but yeah, I just never liked Sherlock. I mean, I used to like kind of like him, but it's just as time goes on, I'm just starting to like him less and less, and I just I really just don't care for him anymore. And I've never liked the sound effects though; those have always driven me up a wall. It's pretty popular though, so you know, clearly they did something right for the player base there. And also, like, from a gameplay perspective, I've always found him kind of lame, right? Because, like, if his gimmick isn't applicable, he's not very good. And then if his gimmick is applicable, he makes the fight boring. Like if a fight has any kind of reliance on invulnerability, it's like, or it's something you're supposed to have to, like, invest effort into dealing with, it's now, like, a joke, right? Like, seriously, somebody tell me a fight where Moriarty was... Not Moriarty, Sherlock, where Sherlock was good, but did not trivialize the fight. Because every time, it's either he's really not that good, or he makes the fight a joke. That's like how Sherlock always is. Even Ibuki, the only time I don't think he's like that great for Ibuki is if your team just fucking sucks. Right? And if you're in that big of a hole, you know, a lot of things are, like, Merlin can't always bail you out if your account just fucking sucks. Like, he makes Ibuki pretty fucking easy. Right? Because you can literally bring just a normal team instead of one tailored for her, and sure, she'll probably still get a decent amount of health for the final phase, because you're probably not going to do that good against the invulnerability stuff. But I was talking about Ibuki earlier today on Discord. It's like, she's really not a hard fight anyway, because even if you don't do a good job with the invulnerability phase, she only gets like 2 million health. You might go, only 2 million health? Yeah, only 2 million health, because she doesn't have gimmicks that make it a problem. Right? There are a lot of bosses that, like, maybe they only have 500k health or 600k health or whatever. The reason they're so fucking obnoxious is because dealing with that much health when their gimmicks are a nightmare is the problem. She doesn't have gimmicks that are a nightmare. Her NP hits like a fucking wet noodle, and she does a bunch of stuff to, like, make your damage higher. Like, a lot higher. So it's like the reason why Guadia's not very hard is because it's only, like, 1.5 million health. And then you got a big damage boost, and he has no break bars, and it's just very straightforward. So it's like, if you make it to her final phase kind of smoothly, and even if she gets like a bunch of stacks and she has loads of health, it's like, who cares? It's not hard to make like Robin and David survive long enough time to NP her several times and just kill her, right? It's just not that hard of a fight. Like, it really isn't. And then if you have Sherlock, you don't really need to put any thought into the team. You just bring Sherlock and try to get his NP and get through those phases, and then just try to do standard, you know, Archer versus Saber value. Just standard. You're not having to deal with any weird gimmicks. Just standard. You need good Archer versus Saber value, right? You can't just go be a complete moron here. But it makes it a very basic bitch fight at that point. It's like, yeah, it's just a big stat stick. Big stat sticks aren't hard. Like, they're not, right? They're hard when you're like really, you know, your account's really weak, right? You don't have a lot of options, so you're having to fight the stat stick in like a suboptimal way. But 5.5 is so unbelievably far into the game that you're gonna have, you know, unless you're a jackass, but like you should have completely solid options for just dealing with a straightforward class. Like one class, just straight shot, you know, damage versus health value. Like, that's nothing. I'll say at least there's so much invulnerability in that fight, though, that it makes Sherlock, you know, kind of fun. But, like, that fight is obviously designed in a way where it can clearly be beaten without Sherlock. Right? And it can be beaten without a Pierce invulnerability CE, for God's sakes. You just have to be able to do, like, 2 million fucking damage at the end. Which, again, not actually that hard to do. They give you a permanent art up, for God's sakes, in a fight where Robin Hood is, like, God tier. Like, and the boss is a giant! Like, do I need to explain this? The boss is a giant. It's a saber, and the way the fight is, David is really good anyway. I wonder what's going on here, right? Like, it's so easy, dude. I remember a lot of people were saying that fight was really hard. I remember when I did it, I was just like, that was not even remote. I was so surprised, because I remember people were like freaking out, like it was just so fucking hard. And then I did my best to not know what the gimmicks were, and thankfully I did not. I knew there was something about invulnerability, but I did not know the details in the slightest. And so I do the fight, and I was just like, that was nothing. Like, that was literally nothing. Like, not only did I beat it easily, I did not min-max the team. I actually messed things up on that team. Like when I was recording it, I was like, wow, I really messed this up. But I won anyway, and I had a bunch of excess value. And meanwhile, Zeus, you know, the previous big boss, took me just forever to beat, like with a budget setup. It took so much time, so much min-maxing, and like so much testing, right? And then Ibuki was just like just such a nothing burger. And then fucking Fujino can solo it, and so can Super Orion. You can't do that against Zeus at all. And like, those are so frequently found on support, especially Orion, right? It's not hard to find Orion on a support list, and he can solo the damn thing. I will say that, though, I guess that's kind of, we're back to Sherlock, that's what we were talking about. I do really feel like Orion is probably more impactful for carrying an account than Sherlock is there, definitely. Because, I mean, one, Orion can solo it, so that's clearly, you know, a pretty big way to carry an account, so fair enough there. And then even if you are doing team stuff, Orion probably is better than Sherlock. I mean, Sherlock's fine, but I would say that fight's like close to making Sherlock not feel dumb gameplay-wise, but dude, I've seen it a million times, and obviously I have a biased perspective because I'm normally keeping things budget, and I stay away from like really broken CEs and things like that are rare. But I've seen a lot of times where there's a really obnoxious boss fight for like, at least the way I play the game, and like 1 to 3 star people and that kind of stuff, where you have like a challenge quest from like, you know, Gilfest or Nerofest or something like that, or just, you know, whatever, and it's a real pain in the butt. And there's, you know, a degree of invulnerability to it. It's not like a massive gimmick. It's like, yeah, you're gonna lose a turn or two here and there because of this invulnerability thing. And then, you know, although every goddamn whale ever is just over there throwing Sherlock at it, and, you know, it's really easy, and it's, like, very simple. You know, I've seen that so many times. I've seen that so many fucking times. So, I think... I've never fully tested it, but I've seen people say this, but sometimes people say this and they're not actually doing a solo. I think, though, MASH can solo it. Which, that I've never really tried it, but I can definitely see why. Because her passives there are ridiculous, and she'll take so little damage. And she can, when she's in a solo with her first skill and everything, she absolutely can do enough damage to break the top and bottom segments. So yeah, I could see MASH potentially being able to solo it. It's really hard to even set up a solo in that fight though, because you have to bring Romulus and you have to bring MASH. That it's just getting in a normal solo scenario in that fight is very awkward. But MASH either can solo or get very close to, just because she's so buff in that fight, right? Like, she's so beefed up. Shin-Gong doesn't really help. Like, let's say you're trying to solo, like, Shin-Gong will help if you're trying to solo with MASH specifically, because then you can Shin-Gong. Actually, don't they force you to put MASH in the front slot? I think they forced you to put MASH in the front slot. Maybe she just be in the front row. I know you can put Romulus wherever you want. You have to put Romulus wherever you want. But if you I can't remember, but if you have to put MASH in the very front slot, Shin-Gong won't help you at all because Shin-Gong will kill her. So not so good there. But if you can put her in the middle, you know, then it's fine, because then you would just Chen Gong Romulus. But we don't have story replay, so I can't go check that. Do I want to cast the defense up? Okay, I'm gonna do the... Okay, I already did it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We're probably only gonna get attacked once here, but... Oh god, why did... I tell you, quick is slightly disadvantaged here because of the way the crit thing is. It's kind of annoying. I want a quick chain, but like, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I know she has to be front row, but I can't remember if she has to be in the very front or not. I would hope not. But I do know Romulus can be wherever you want, because most whales just put them in the far back and they don't even use them. See you, Zom. Wait, why did I do that? I'm so used to, like... That's so bad! I'm gonna do less damage now, Einstein! Oh my god. That's not great. I tell you though, these crit-based servants are so bad for this because, they're just screwing themselves. I mean, if you can get through the first health bar, then it's not so bad, but, it's hard to do that. And see, I basically have to quick chain here because I need to use the, debuff clear. And, you know, normally doing quick chain's great, it's just, this might be the one time that's not. I think there's a few other bosses in the past that they made critting bad. They don't, normally what they do is they make it so critting is like not a benefit, but it's not like a negative. This fight though, it's you actually do less damage when you crit. That's normally not how that goes. Okay, this, like I have the third skill now, which means I make 50 stars. Like, it's just terrible, dude. The NP gain is the same, I'm pretty sure. I've never tested that, but I'm pretty sure the NP gain doesn't change. It's just your crit damage goes to shit. Guadia just makes it so your crits don't do more damage though, they don't do less. So if you critting is still fine. It's not like it's not that good, right? Nothing really happens, but nothing bad happens either, and you at least still get the extra star gen and that kind of thing. So critting Guadia is actually still a positive. It's just way less of a positive than it normally would be. I highly doubt Kid Gil can solo this. He has just no survivability whatsoever, and his damage is not that great, so it would take him longer than most to get through the 3 health bars, and he would have way less turns to actually work with, so I would say no. Even, I mean, yeah, now even if he was super max, I don't think so. Oh, maybe if you did like the double command code, the double debuff clear, then maybe, but even then, I don't know about that. Rice Man probably. I think it'd be tough, but Rice Man probably, yeah. I think we even tried that. I don't remember if we won or not, but Rice Man has a lot of survivability. He may be AoE and a 3-star and blah blah blah, but he's got a lot of survivability on his own. So as long he would need the command code. If Rice Man did not have the command code, he'd be fucked. He would just, the debuffs would get out of control. Because we've tested that before. We've tried this with units that have no anti-debuff in their toolkit inherently, and they have no command code to get rid of debuff, and so all they have is the Mystic code, and it's just not enough. It's just not enough. And the only way it is enough is if you can win very, very, very fast, right? But Rice Man being AoE and all that in a 3-star, he's not gonna win very, very fast. I almost want to just evade then, get that on cooldown and have it come back for the next NP. And the NP up is kind of nice. Okay, the main thing is just do not touch your fucking second skill until you break the first health bar. I figure most single target knight classes that are properly upgraded, like they're really beefed up, if they've got the command code, should be able to do it. Some of the times it's gonna be pretty close though. And if they don't have the right command codes and they're not upgraded and stuff, and they're pretty fucked. I'm not surprised William Tell can do it though, because I figure he must. I can't imagine that super smooth because a fucking level 90 NP2 scat has a pretty hard time here. Now, granted, she's just level 90 NP2, right? So that's kind of far behind, but she's a 5-star, and so I don't know. That sounds weird to me. If William Tell can do it, I'm not even if he can do it. That must be RNG because he has no survivability, and he's again just a 3-star. Doesn't have an upgraded NP. Crits are bad at the start. That doesn't seem like a recipe for success for him. He has single target though, but the boss doesn't have evade. If the boss had evade, I would say it's easy, but I guess we pass on that Buster card because critting is bad. Oh, we're cheating. We have double. And no, we even said that we can't do that, so yeah, we have double debuff clear. That's not. I don't even. Not only is that cheating, and most players will never have access to that, it also just makes the fight dumb. Like I really stand by not doing double debuff clear here because when the fight is released, double debuff is not possible. Like you can't have the double debuff clear. And then after the fact, if players started playing the game later, they wouldn't have the debuff clear from before, and they'd only have the debuff clear from the Mana Prism shop. And then also it just makes the fight dumb because then you literally can't lose to the gimmick. So. I kind of want to switch to Gwen now. I'm like bored as fuck of this. I really don't actually enjoy doing this fight too much because it's like you need to be a very specific kind of thing to be able to beat it. Many things can beat it, but it's like you have to have the debuff clear command code, and you need to be knight or ruler or berserker or something like that. And I'm just kind of bored of it. Because like I know I've done it enough times that I know what a unit needs to beat it, right? Like I know like so when someone slots a unit that's woefully underprepared, I'm like it's not. You know it can't beat it, so it's not like it's not even a value check. Let's see. I don't really want to do Gwen right now though because we've done Gwen so much. I want to give it a break, and also that account is so scuffed. I can't. Like, that account is so scuffed, I literally can't even test a Buster unit. Right? Like, that's pretty shit. Yeah, there's no way Nobukatsu can solo that. There's no way. We can always fight the dragon. We can do more 5.5, but I kind of want to save that. There's Lobo. That's not so bad. Yeah, I like Lobo better. God damn it though, I just closed the account and that's the account that has Lobo fight. But I like the Lobo fight a lot because one, if you can't beat it, it's still a good value check. Because Doorman's not, because it's so gimmicky. It's so gimmicky, right? It doesn't really show anything. And with Lobo, a lot of units cannot solo it, but you can still benchmark like how well they're doing. Pretty clearly, and then it also is a nice mixture of rewarding just straightforward value, like just good old-fashioned survivability or damage and that kind of thing, but it still gives room for utility to be good. Crit down is good, attack down is good, debuff removal is very good, sure hit and pierce vulnerability are very good, right? So you have a lot of variety there. The other reason though I don't really want to play this account is because I don't want to, apples. I don't like wasting so many apples. It's nice to spread out what account you're playing just so you're not wasting so many fucking apples. Although I say that, but I mean, it's gonna be very hard for me to actually get through all these apples anyway. If I get 200 more apples, though, I can have 1337. How about that? But we couldn't possibly add story replay because no one has AP to burn or anything. It really would be like DW though to add story replay and make it cost AP. Like that. I totally see them doing it like a main interlude, right? Where you can only do it once, and it's like a thing, and then they don't want you to ever do it again, right? They just don't understand like repeatable content. The one bit of hope I have though is they actually bothered to make the Kiara fight repeatable for the CCC main interlude, where all the other main interludes didn't have any repeatable content. So they finally realized, like, oh hey, we might as well make the one big final thing. We might as well make it repeatable. It's, you know, no skin off our back. So they actually did it there, where the other main interludes they had not. So hopefully moving forward, they'll do something like that. And Kiara is the only legit replayable like major boss fight in the entire game, and it's fucking Kiara. Also, I don't actually have that fight available on any of my accounts. I need to do that. Because on my main account, I'm saving the first wanted quest, and my other account, I'm going to save the second wanted quests. But I haven't actually bothered to get that done. That's actually this account. I need to just get that done. I need to play this account and, you know, get to the end. So we have the other half of the wanted quests, and we have Kiara. King Potato Chips is not replayable because reasons. Now, obviously, it's very easy to make it replayable. Most people don't ever beat it in the main interlude, right? They just leave it, and whenever they beat it, they just cancel the app because you don't really get anything for beating it again. You get like a lore, like whoop-de-doo. Yeah, it's technically not replayable. Okay, that say is still so far away from being ready. That's not it's not really a fair test here. I beat it without thinking, feels bad. I'm always thinking about that kind of stuff. It's always on my mind. So I try to save as much stuff as possible. Well, it's not sorry for me, it's more sorry for you, right? Oh, I think I have my thing set up where I can like... No, this is fine. That's right, I was cutting off the blue bar. That's the part of the screen you're not supposed to see anyway, because, you know, widescreen update is great. I know people that are like, nah, I don't want to save the Uriel and Asterios fight because I want the SQ. It's like, it's one SQ. There's no world where one SQ. Even if you're not the kind of person that wants to go back and fight bosses very much, you don't care that much about it, it's just one SQ. I mean, that's just nothing. So you might as well have an extra stage if you do want to test something real quick, or you do get a new, you know, Lancer you care about or whatever. Like, sure, it's their game, they can do whatever they want, but it's like, it's pretty pointless. Oh god, we shouldn't use Shingon here because the crit down could actually matter. Cheating, by the way. Well, it kind of balances out how bad these opening hands are. Like, these are some really bad opening hands. We've got nothing done, so it's kind of fair enough. Wait, do we have the Yang CE? Because we have no starting NP, and here's burn command codes. I feel like we have the Yang CE. That is so cheating. We'll do it anyway, just cause lol, but not only is this CE one of the absolute best CEs ever for soloing anyway, but it could not be more applicable. The boss gives himself the whole gimmick here is the boss gives himself evade, you know, every turn for one hit. Where the Yang CE don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. And then you go that way, it makes it less fun. Like, oh, I have sure hit as a skill. Like, who cares, sucker? I've got a fucking Yang CE. What kind of loser comes in here with sure hit? We might still lose though, just because Karna is a good unit for soloing, but he's nothing fancy. Kind of limited survivability, and seriously, most units just don't even get close to beating this. I mean, he's kind of a murderer. And we are getting unbearable bad luck right now. Now I have to MP on a turn where he has defense buff, and I bet you this guy did not give him defense removal because I don't think he thought we were going to be fighting Lobo. I want to say he clears his debuffs when you break his health bar. I do think Karna can probably do this though with the Yang CE, but you would need to be set up proper. Because you're as good as the Yang CE is, it's not going to save you from just getting blown the hell up, which Lobo is very good at doing. And I think Karna would absolutely have to have the defense removal command code. He cannot afford to be slowed down that much. He basically has to win really quick. That's the only way he's going to do this, if he wins very swiftly. I really should have used my buffs wiser. We could have capitalized on this turn better. My god, though, I can't believe he just did that much damage when I didn't use my buffs right. Like, golly, dude. Too bad we're about to just spontaneously combust, because, you know, Lobo is like that. Also, please don't fucking insta-kill me. Oh yeah, I gotta apply burn again. Don't worry, we got 219 health now. This is gonna be so disappointing if we get insta-death, because we're about to MP, and our skills are all about to come back and stuff. Don't do it. Man, look at Lobo being a good boy, though, and doing the hit count before the insta-death, so he actually makes the scars and gets the NP gain. Unlike, I don't know, Shiki. And fucking the welfare chick, dude. I can't believe they did it that way. Yeah, we probably die right here. I like how every time we've NP'd, he's had the defense buff. Every time. I guess I do this because I'm probably going to die this turn. Yeah, they're pretty inconsistent with what characters do it before and what do it after. Does anyone, at this point, I'm sure they factor in like how they want to balance the unit. But does anyone else think that, especially early on, they weren't even thinking about it and it's just random? Like who does it before and who does it after? It's completely fucking random. Because like a lot of it does, like so many of like the early ones make no sense, and like balance wise, it's like it's like they're flipping a coin. Like I'm not sure they even thought about it. I think they were more thinking about like, oh, when would it look cool for the insta-death to go off? Like that's what they were thinking about. Man, he got decently close here though, and I did not play this right. Like I absolutely did not play this right, and he still got pretty far. So that kind of shows what I'm talking about. Like, damn, dude, he's quite. Yeah, he can do this. He definitely can do this. Hell, we might have done it this time if I just played a little bit better, and then we had the the defense removal command code. Like those two things would have probably done it. Because 98k is a lot at neutral, but it's not that much when you have the Yang CE. It is a nice way though, like you can make a unit that would normally have no chance, have like a chance. Please tell me he's humanoid. He should be because of the rider. Now we're using the balanced version of the Yang CE, the like fair one. It is fun though every once in a while seeing Diet Yangtze. It is fun seeing how ridiculous it can get though, because if you combine it with a unit that's already top tier, you know, you can just get results that you just should not be able to get. So Ricky is definitely not a unit that can beat this, but we'll see how far he gets. And I gotta say, he's gonna do way worse than Karna, but that's because of the Yangtze. If Karna did not have the Yangtze, he would have had a pretty damn hard time here too. Most units do. If you're neutral here, it's pretty tough. See, Herc has done it, although it's not exactly neutral. Ku's done it, Fujino's done it. I know some other ones have done it. I think Proto Ku's done it just because of the anti-beast thing, although it's harder to solo this with Proto Ku than it is with Ku. Now, that's only true, though, because of Ku's most recent buff. Before Ku's most recent buff, Proto Ku was still better at soloing this than Ku. But it was close. They could both solo it before, but they both needed really good RNG, and it was very, very tight. Now that Ku's got the extra buff, it's not really that hard for Ku anymore, so rip Proto Ku. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I know we tested the twins here. I don't remember how it went. I want to say that they failed, but they did well, but we never got a very good run. I want to say that's what happened. I think... Did we ever test Sitting Master when he got the buff? I remember testing him before the buff, and he did well, but he did not win. I wonder how he does now, because I don't think we've tested him since he got his buff. Because, dude, Sitting Master is quite the value monster now. I almost want to do Art Buster quick, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think we get our NP unless we crit a lot. Well, we did Art crit. Fuck. How close are we gonna be? I don't think we would have gotten it. I think we would have been really close, but I don't it would have been like, you're doing like 89 or 90% or something like that. Okay. Oh, it's so awkward for him though. He wants to do NP Art really bad because you really want to maximize your looping, but we can't do that. Oh, that's... Ricky, no! You know, a lot of units don't mind putting a card before their NP. Like, sure, they take a value hit like anybody would, but they don't take like any extra value hit. Where Ricky takes a pretty big value hit there. There's no way we're looping now. Well, Lobo does have a high hit count. Do I do an art card just so we at least maintain the art bonus for that card? Or do I want to do Buster to at least do more damage? Oh my god, he has the fucking defense buff. He always knows when we're NPing. Oh, I did not realize that card, I forgot that card had defense removal on it. That's a new one. I thought it was like attack removal or something. I absolutely did not remember that it did that. So, was that just luck, or did Zerp plan this? Like, I'm not sure if that, you know, obviously it's luck on my part, but I mean like on, oh fuck, we died. Okay, I would've liked to just broken now. It's attack and defense removal? Wow, that's actually pretty awesome. I gotta remember that. Like, I really gotta, a lot of the really important command codes I have committed to memory, but dude, I'm telling you, those little big Tengu ones, in one ear, out the other. I actually think it's because I basically hit the critical mass of what my brain can remember with command codes. Like, most command codes before that, would have like really important effects and stuff, I remember. But little big Tengu was just in one ear, out the other, and every command code they've added since then, it's been the same way. Like, I don't fucking remember what the Amakusa one does. I have no idea. Now, maybe that's just because it's like kind of derivative, and that's why my brain's not remembering it. Because I do remember the anti-mail one. That's not a derivative one, and I do at least remember that one. But yeah, hard drive, kind of full. Somebody run, you know, was defrag exe. Remember when computers needed to defrag? They pretty much do it automatically now, but... yeah, you used to have to defrag your computer every so often because basically it wouldn't allocate the data meta-like. So as you would install and uninstall things, you would basically be taking up way more hard drive space than you needed to be taking, and you'd have to defragment to have it actually optimize where it was putting the memory, essentially. Most stuff nowadays does that on its own, and you don't have to do it anymore. But that used to be a thing, and it took a long time. Well, I think we've done this before, but why not? She's stronger now than she was prior, so... If you remove NP buff, it gives Buster resist down. Yeah, that sounds right. That's so fucking specific, though. Very good if you're using a Buster unit and the enemy has NP up, right? But other than that, not really worth it. How long does the resist down last? Because if it lasts 3 turns, that's incredible. Because you, dude, the dragon. Use it on the fucking dragon. You'll just get a million Buster resist downs. You'll apply it every fucking turn for the most part. 3 turns? God, dude, that is such a counter to the dragon. The unit has to be able to live long enough to capitalize on it, but if you live long enough, you'll get 100% Buster resist down. Pretty sure it caps at that. You can't get any more than that, but... Because, yeah, you're... Well, I mean, maybe you won't make it to 100%. It probably doesn't, like, apply that much Buster resist down. But, you still will probably get quite a bit. Yeah, probably... I'm sure it's probably only, like, 10%, I bet. There's no way they made it, like, 20% or anything crazy like that. So you're not even gonna get to 60, you're probably gonna get to 30. Still, that's quite good. And if they ever allow you to get it again, then you can, then you could get to a really stupid number. Then you could get to like 60. But that's still good. That's still very good. Like that's quite significant. I should be calling with Shin-Gong first, so we minimize the amount of crit down that we're getting. What the fuck am I doing right now? Anyway, we're getting such bad hands that I don't even care that we have crit down, because like these hands are just so bad. Oh, how I wish I had gotten more melt cards. I like how, because of Shin-Gong's hat, she's barely taller than him, even though she's on stilts. Like, just fucking barely. Because, you know, she's short, he's tall, and he's got a super hat. I probably should have cast that last turn, actually. I gotta think. This music is so unfitting for what we are doing right now. So she removes buffs, but isn't it? I think it's after damage. So that's not great. I mean, it is actually great for other aspects of this fight, but it's not good for like this kind of turn. Yeah, I was hoping it was before, but I was looking at it like that doesn't look like it's before the way they worded it. So, I might quick anyway though, even though it's kind of awkward. Yeah. Look at my big old damage cut though. Look at that damage though. Now, see, imagine if I could NP right now and then remove all that. See, that would be good. The lack of the defense removal thing is gonna be rough. If I crit, I can NP first. Our crit chance is not very good. Hold on, I can make it better. Wait, I think his sure hit still takes off. I think even though you have invulnerability, I think his sure hit still takes off an evade charge. So I don't really want to make stars here. going to do this then. Very disappointing turn, but I don't think I really have a choice. There is an ignore invulnerability command code, there is a ignore defense command code, there's a defense buff removal command code, and there's a short hit command code. There's actually like 2 of those actually now, I think. So a lot of options in like for this fight anyway. Oh my god, I forgot she fucking... Oh my god. Melt. Why though? Well, I think we're dead. Can we just get buff block real quick? Can we just have buff block so you know, he doesn't get the sure hit and we get to live? Can we just have that? Chat, don't worry, I'm doing the damage cut. Don't worry about it, we got damage cut, fine. Look at that damage though! She might be able to beat that. I think she might need command codes though to help a bit. Because you are pushing it on... Yeah, I think we just... I thought Lobo did have his NP though, but yeah, I don't think she has a drain, so I'm not sure. I may just be not paying enough attention. This is what happens when you stream, by the way. Damage cut gaming clutch, yeah. Imagine if she could actually do anything here. Unfortunately, she can't. She's so close to being good, dude. She's like so close to being good. He just didn't have his NP. I don't know why. I really thought he did. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm not really looking at the screen that much. So like, you know, when like the turns are happening, I'm reading chat. So, alright, we'll give Melt another chance. But while we wait for that, we'll do Merc, Weeb. Most units though, unless they're just a top tier solo unit, like top tier solo unit like Ku and Kidu, Fujino, you know, Sitting Master, you know, shit like that. There's too many to name now. If you're not one of those, you're really gonna need good command codes for this, because you're gonna be pushing it so hard anyway, and his skills are so impactful. Yeah, I need to look at her skills again, actually, because I don't remember everything. She'll just get shredded by normal card damage, because, I mean, most Berserkers will, if you're not Hercules or Ku Alter for the most part. At least she gives herself Pierce Invulnerability for 3 turns, that's nice. Let's see, how long does her evade last? It's only 1 attack, but it lasts forever, so I guess we use it right now. Even though I don't have crit chance, I think we just get ahead of the curve on that one. And we're throwing our crit thing away. It's no, it's 50. Yeah, it's 50% crit up. Oh, massaging. I blame Billy the Kid for this. For like that 5 seconds she saw Billy the Kid in Lost Vault 1, then she decided I want guns too. It's like the only thing that explains this. I wish we had the heal command code because I could do the thing and then heal myself. I want that, yeah, pretty much. Let's see, her 3rd skill. This is so awkward. That's right, her guts doesn't stack, and we have a gut CE. So I want to use my 3rd skill for the Pierce of Vulnerability, but I can't. awkward as fuck right now. I know she's more America than cowboy, but Billy's American to begin with, and he has guns. And then all of a sudden she's wearing a fucking American flag bikini, and she has guns on her swords. So it's like, what is going on here? Thank God though, like, see, of course they did this because she's popular and she's Japanese, right? So for like, a lot of other characters, if for some reason they're not like representing their own nationality, they won't give them another stage where they are. But they gave Masashi like a more normal weeb third stage because they know a lot of people just want weeb Masashi, right? But they had already also added regular weeb Masashi first, right? You already had regular Masashi, and then on the joke Masashi, you still have one serious stage. It's still Japanese weeb stuff, right? They don't do that for most other characters, right? They don't do that at all. Not looking so good on the NP gain front. Gotta make sure I get my NP here. It's probably overkill though. I like how you hear a bunch of gunshots during that attack. It's just silly, dude. Okay. I would love to use my third skill, but it's probably not worth it. I don't think a gut CE is good on her. I mean, it is sometimes. I don't think it's good here. I think it's fine if you're fighting an enemy that you don't need the Pierce of Vulnerability for, but if you do, I don't think it's worth it. You probably should just get more damage, I feel. If it's stacked, it'd be fine, but it doesn't stack. Because I'd love to be able to just NP art and use my second skill, but I can't really do that. I mean, I guess I can. You know what? Fuck it. I should have done this earlier then, though. There's no way that's right. That's just, that no affecting is just so bad. Like, that's a whole turn. Like, if I was gonna do that and try to get it to come back, like, before the other guts is gone, I would have need to have done it, like, at least a turn ago. At least. He has so much defense up right now. Please tell me we've got the defense removal command code. We do not. I've not had that a single time, by the way. Okay, I think we invulnerability. That way guts goes off. Wait, we just lose. we are so fucked right now. Like all that NP gain I just did is wasted. It's completely wasted. Because because of what he did, I could just do art quick art now. But now I'll just overcharge. So yeah, that was completely wasted. Right? Make stars at least. Yeah, we're gonna be like one turn off from getting our guts back, I think. So I needed to, yeah, I needed to have cast it one turn sooner. That is so sad. That hurts, man. Very unfortunate. That's a cool buster. Wait, bonk bonk. Gun is in Enter the Gungeon, I'm pretty sure. He proc insta-death, but we had guts. Just imagine if I could if I cast that skill a turn sooner, I could cast it right now, live again, get Pierce Invulnerability, you know. God damn it. I suspect if she's got the right command codes and everything, I don't think she could beat this fight, but she could probably get pretty far in it. Because she could do a lot better than we just did. One, I didn't play right. Our command codes are terrible. Our CE, I don't think is right. The CE might be right if you change some things. I'm not sure. I doubt it, though. I really doubt that that's what you want. Like, if it was, again, if it was a fight where you didn't need the Pierce Invulnerability, even then, though, I don't really like a Gut CE on her because she's just not a unit that can really... She's not like Gwen, where you can just smoothly, you know, have your Gut CE go off, then use her Guts, because she is just so incentivized to click that third skill pretty quickly, because the buffs last 3 turns, and they're just such strong effects. You know, it's a big defense up, a big defense down, so it's almost guaranteed you're gonna want to cast it when you would no affect the Guts. So then you're just like diminishing returns there. There are some very specific circumstances where you're gonna like have the Guts go off immediately, like you'll just die in like 2 seconds because like the boss just hit so hard or whatever. So there are times that I think a Gut CE is fine on her, but overall I don't think that's great. This Jason though, he'll do terribly, but everybody still has the command codes for the other guy, and like they're just kind of useless here. I think we've used Jason here before, and I think he did pretty bad. Let's do Melt again. Let's give Melt another shot. We still don't have the other command codes, so probably still death. We can still... I think we can do better than we did last time, though, regardless. Yeah, I remember using Jason here once. I don't remember how far he got, but I don't think he even broke the first health bar, because 1-star neutral AoE support skills, you know, but only hitting 1 unit, so... Whole lot of bad there. Why must we always get hands like this? If Lobo was a 5-star, he would probably have more passives, because they are like a duo servant and all that. Hey, at least she got fucking like cards this time. I guess I do. Wait, I wasn't supposed to use the second skill. God damn it. I was supposed to do the first one. Wait, no. Well, it's debatable. The second skill wasn't that bad there because you could ramp. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do my second skill there or not. Like, ramping is fine, but it'll wear off. I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of hand you get. You know, if you got ungodly lucky, even with the boss being an Avenger, you might... I don't know if Luffy would win, but you could probably get pretty damn far, but you'd have to get very lucky just because she would die. If you didn't get lucky, she would die to normal cards so quickly. But if you did like the Yang CE and like the best command codes ever and your NP5 and all that kind of stuff, you could actually still throw out really big damage. If she's that busted and the Yang CE is that busted. They don't ever update people's passives. It's just like not a thing. Okay, well here, because I have my NP, then we definitely cast it. Like no question. Ooh, that defense buff, man. Maybe we just get NP gain? I feel like we can get our NP though. It's just going for damage is just so futile when the first attack does 0 damage and the other ones get that defense down. I just feel like if I do this, I'm gonna just overcharge so hard. How did we not crit a single time? And then he does the fucking defense buff again. I mean, if I was him and I was fighting somebody that didn't have an armor ignore skill, or they didn't have the defense up clear command code, or anything like that, I would cast it every turn too. I would literally cast it every single turn. And then if he did have a defense clear thing and all that stuff, then you probably just wouldn't cast it ever, and you like buster. I probably should have cast that last time I NP'd. Don't really know why I didn't. Don't worry guys though, we can summon water. By the way, can anyone explain to me why you need to like have them stand on that water before kicking them in the face, as opposed to just kicking them in the face? Like what does that even do? 1,000 life. 1,000 life when we have all these crit buffs. I actually think she can beat this if you just have a good command code set up. Or you doggy doesn't fucking cast defense up every fucking turn, right? That would help too. Lobo, man. It's not having it. We finally got 2 cards there, but not particularly good ones, so meh. Really, game? This is probably the worst run yet. Yeah, chin cards soon. At least we get our NP. I feel so bad for her though. She wants the stars, so an NP gain. I tell you, if you don't have sure hit in your kit or anything like that, he really is taking a huge baseball bat to your value, which as it's supposed to be, right? If you cut that from the fight, you wouldn't actually require that much value to beat this, but that really is a big hit. Because it messes with you on a lot of levels, not just on like, oh hey, I'm not doing as much damage. Your NP gain is worse, your star gen is worse, like it messes with a lot. But that is the point. And that's why it's rewarding though if you do have a sure hit ability, right? It's like you get value from it. It's good to have a sure hit ability, so. Or buff removal, you know, that works too. Oh my god, that defense buff though! It's like, golly, man. And he cast it again. Lobo. Buddy. What do I gotta do? You gotta throw dog treats at him and then he won't cast it so much. I don't think she can break here. I don't know, maybe if she crits. Come on, do it again. Fuck. Oh! Ooh. I didn't think a single crit was gonna be enough, but just barely. Lobo! Please! Like, just one time! Do I wait a turn? Because if I wait a turn, we'll have our third skill. I'm gonna wait a turn. Oh god, I just gave my... Well, no, defense down there is fine, because we got the vulnerability. Lobo, don't... This isn't like a good run, but it's like not as bad of a run, so please don't insta-kill me. So I'd like to point out, Ku has an insane amount of survivability. He has sure hits. He also has guts in case insta death procs. It's pretty good here, and... Okay, Lobo. You win. You got it. You win everything, Lobo. You get a fucking doggy treat. You fucking fuck. We finally had it. Okay, let's see. I want to test one of my units here. Although I feel like I should... Da Vinci, will you shut the hell up? I feel like I should test someone from my main account just because I don't really have that many units worth testing over here. I mean, I've got some, but it's nothing... You know, it's kind of the usual suspects here. Did we ever do Blood Axe, though? That's kind of a fun one. And there's Gwaine. Did we ever try Gwaine here? I don't think we did. Let's try that. Obviously, this is kind of a weird time for him, but... Let's see. What is the plan here? Don't worry, we could make the sun. It's fine. What do we want? No question, we want the defense removal one. Did this? I don't know if this account did Little Big Tengu, because maybe we want the Ushi one, just because he does have an attack up as well. However, the crit damage on the AO one is pretty nice. And I feel like I did not do Little Big Tengu on this account because I'm lazy. And I have too many accounts, so... Yeah, I don't think I did. That's really not that big of a deal, though. The AO one is totally fine. Although the AO one is already equipped to somebody, because of course it is. On Gil, that's lore accurate at least. Yeah, this one allows you to ignore armor. And there are some bosses that have unremovable defense buffs, so they just use it so often, or you know, things like that. Normally, you're just happy enough to do the defense removal thing, but it's not a bad option to have. I don't know if it's worth it for Gwaine to do Sure Hit or Pierce Invulnerability. It's also a little cheesy, because the whole thing is reward. Well, it makes you do kind of awkward stuff, and we'll try it. I think he'll need the help anyway, because it's not like Gwaine is going to be amazing for this fight. Do I want to do Star Absorb to try to make the crits more likely? Or do I want to just do straight utility, or heal, or Star Bomb? Because we're probably not going to use our other cards much. I like this one on a Buster card a lot more if you've got the Arjuna one on the other Buster card, but I can't really afford to do that, because then you can BBB and actually have a solid crit chance. I guess I'll do this one. Kinda iffy on that, though. So I just don't think we're ever gonna have the Star Gen. I almost want to go heal instead, but if I'm not... I couldn't really do heal boost here, so... Thank God for Max! Alright, he is definitely someone that gets a lot out of a Gut CE. Sadly, my Gut CE is not as leveled as it really should be, but, sue me. We here at Green Incorporated do not encourage anyone to actually sue us. Necromancy time. And if it procs 3 times, it'd be good. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to get water again. I'm out. Gotta reload!
いざ全てを白日のもと
Alright. I'm actually excited about this one. Hey, we got a decent hand. Can I do my 3rd skill right now? Will it matter? Because I might not have my NP in time for the boss anyway. This shows my sound is pretty loud. That's not that loud. 3rd skill or not. Let's see. 2 turns from them. 1 turn from regular guts. I'll do it. The only oof thing about it is I'm wasting the stars. Honestly, Melt had like a decent chance there. It's just, game said no. I think she was still gonna lose, but she could have had a good showing. I got my art card. God damn it. If I got my art card there, I think we would have gotten our NP. Well, I am the sun. We actually might want to switch to Atlas. Atlas allows you to have the Buster and attack up for 6 turns straight. And I don't think we're going to crit enough here. So I'm thinking anniversary, and this isn't really a burst fight. So I'm not sure Anniversary Blonde is actually right. 45k at neutral though. Lobo, god damn, dude. Also 97%. Love it. Should break here. But now our buffs are gone, so kind of oof. Lobo! If you had not, it would have been so good if he didn't kill me there. And I pretty easily could have lived there. If he didn't kill me there, then guts were off next turn, I'd been fine. But now I'm dead. God, Lobo. He's so strong, man. Now my skills aren't gonna come back in time either. How unfortunate. The music's all hype, but we're just gonna die. See, if we had that Guts had waited a turn, then I could cast this Guts, and I could cast all my skills again. I'm not sure he can beat this, but I think he can get pretty far. Let me try it another time or two, and I might try Atlas, because I think Atlas could be better. The only thing about Atlas is if you do invulnerability and in the NP procs insta death, it's so bad. Where when you use Guts, you don't care if it procs insta death or not. So that's a pretty real value shift there. I can't wait to try out my Gwaine though against Camelot Gwaine. I just, it's going to be a long time because it takes a long time to level Mystic Codes, especially on an ult account that you're not playing actively, so... Like, we don't even have the default one at 10, it's at 9, and 9 to 10 is very slow, even for those Mystic Codes. Now, there's definitely a world where I don't collect that skill, because it didn't do me any good last time. I didn't get my MP in time, and I could have used the stars. And it also got me killed because I didn't have Guts ready. Give me art card, preferably also other cards. Come on. Come on. Don't George me. It fucking Georged me. I mean, it didn't really George me, it just didn't give me my art card. It's not that bad. So bad though, it didn't give me the one buster card that had the defense thingy, so, or the evade. Probably should have cast my skills there because I do have Atlas. Buttons. When your art card has absolutely insane NP gain, but you never get it on the first 2 turns. He knows. Didn't give me enough. He didn't hit me enough to give me my NP, and now I have to. Even if I'd gotten it, it would have been awkward because of the defense buff. It doesn't matter which one crits, but you need a crit at some point. And then he crits me. Let's see how it is. I think I invulnerability now. That way, I don't have to roll the dice with the insta-death. I don't see a drawback to this. So if we had crit at any point, I think we would have broken right here. And we might break anyway. Ooh, close. That's good. Let's go faux pause. Okay, so now I do not care if insta-death happens or not. Like, it's irrelevant. Gwaine's doing his best, but This is a pretty mismatched fight for him. You asked for a crit and you got one. You're on the wrong end there. Ooh, okay, I like that one though. That makes up for it. Yeah, the skill still is nice there, although he wouldn't have gotten to do it anyway because he procced us to death. But, actually, would have killed me one way or the other, actually. Sadly, I mean, I could NP again if I used, like, AR card this turn. Is that worth it? I mean, I've got a 60% chance to crit, and Buster Chain crit is pretty awesome. However, the R card could crit too. We'll try it. RNG! Damn it. Damn it. And I probably won't get my NP without it. I needed it to crit to like make sure I got my NP there. Yep. Ugh. The fail. I don't think we would have won there if I'd got my NP and if we had crit, but we would have had a slightly better showing. Not bad though. I mean, for being such a mismatched unit for this is pretty damn nice value. It's probably possible for him to win. I doubt I did everything right there with CEs and everything, and could have gotten luckier. Could have gotten less luck too, though, for sure. But it's probably possible for him to beat that. I don't think there's any world though where he has a good win rate. I think he's super pushing it. But not bad, not bad. I'm content with that. Let's show off Proto-Coup. Sadly, not as good for this as you might think, although he can beat it. But he is definitely pushing it on value. I know I've done 100 face here, but I don't remember how she did. I doubt she beats it because her utility just is so mixed matched. She really can't afford to do art, NP art, like that just hurts her too much. So I imagine she doesn't do so good here. If she had sure hit on her NP, she probably could. This is tricky. What do we go with here? I feel like definitely that on Buster card. That's easy. Because that's like the turn after the NP, you're going to want to do a Buster card anyway, and you're not going to have sure hit anymore. What on the other one? Maybe just the defense removal. I mean, it's kind of good here, and it gives you a crit buff, which is what Proto-Coup wants. So yeah, that makes total sense. I don't know if he wants the Merlin one or not. I'll say yes, just because you don't use the art card quite the same as you would on regular Coup for him. More focused on critting. So sometimes you do Buster quick on your crit turn and things like that. Ushi looks so done with the world in that picture. Like her eyes, she just looks so done. You could potentially do a gut CE for Proto-Coup. That's the big shit for him, is the instant death. Can he afford that though? The crit up is fine for him. Like the guts is certainly fine. We'll try default for now though. You know, poster girl, what am I saying? Golden Sumo, excuse me. Why did they destroy my clothes? I know, right? I wish they would show us what her original design was. They eventually showed off some of the other ones, like they showed off Helena's, like what the artist originally was going to do. And they were like, nope, can't do that. That is one of the worst intervenes they've ever done. Like, we're aware of two, where they basically said no to what the artist wanted to do for Ushi, and they said you have to have less clothes, which is just that didn't turn out so good. And then they said no to Helena's design and they wanted to make it a lolly, which I don't think that one turned out well either. I definitely think Helena would have been more popular if they used the original design. She's really not that popular now, so she's pretty forgettable, to be honest. Could quick chain, but that doesn't. Well, use my anti. It's good if I get lucky in my next turn. I get Proto-Coup cards because then the anti-beast damage won't go to waste. So I could use the Star Absorb to get the stars we make right here. This is dumb. I'm gonna try it though. It's dumb because we don't even make that many stars because George is not good at star gems. Not at all. And there's no extra attack either. Come on, RNG. Give me the goods. Chat, you know the epic poem, you know, like Dante's Inferno, where, you know, the guy goes to like the 7 rings of hell and all that. No, see that it's a lie. That's because I've been to hell, and it's not like that. You don't have rings. You just keep going down, right? And it does get progressively worse, right? So like, at the top, you've got, like, you know, petty theft. You know, people that committed petty theft, backseaters, you know, that kind of thing. You know, then you descend down into Australia, right? And then you go down further into, like, Reddit. And then as you approach, you have, like, the black doors, right? And there's all these chains and shit. And if you open these black doors, you know, in the heart of the Inferno, it's just a bunch of George cards. Also Karna's skill mats, they're in there too. But yeah, it's not that, that's the devil, right? It's just fucking George cards and Karna's Ascension mats. Fucking God. Well, I mean, I could get a Buster crit potentially, but I don't know if that's worth using my your giant damage up for just that. I like how I can't do anything good this turn. You know, I'm just gonna restart. You know what? That's that is so shit, dude, because, like, I don't have the NP gain now. I don't have, like, so much bad there. Fuck that. Look at all these Battle of Kimlons. Although I will say, Lobo does enough damage that George should still die, but I don't want to push it on NP gain because Proto-Cou's NP gain is not good. If we were a unit though with better NP gain, I wouldn't care. Because Lobo hits pretty damn hard, so the extra health shouldn't matter. Like, this is a real boss. This is not, you know, this is not a half-C boss at all. This is a real piece of shit right here. Okay, this is really shit too, but no, it's just shit. I don't have a butt. This is just this is shit. Maybe I should have taken the 2 NP gain. The thing is, most of my viewers they only have ult accounts for JP, so they don't have the CE. That's the shtick. I'm not sure this will be enough. It'll be close. Oh wait, no. Sorry, we're not using the other CE, so we're fine. Although it was actually still close. Closer than I thought it would be. Okay, see, I don't mind this crit spread, right? A 40% is something, but I have to click this button because I need the beast damage. And it didn't really change. Okay, so do I use my crit skill? Crit skill for 20 and 40. Or do I save it? I think we use it because the turn after I probably won't have a good crit chance anyway, so I think I just use it. It's not very likely to amount to anything, but only the I'll still have it for the next turn, and that's really the turn that I need it for, so. Imagine if we had main interludes that were actually good, chat, because he doesn't have sure hit because he never got an MP buff because this game's really stupid. Yep, that's another reason why I haven't used Proto-Coup in a while, by the way, if you haven't noticed. It's been a really long time, and that is so dumb. No wonder regular coup is so much better for this. God, that's so dumb. Why does he not? Oh my god, okay, he can still, I've soloed this with him before, so I know he can still do it. God, no fucking wonder regular coup is so much better than Proto-Coup. Like, because he gets the big damage up, but, you know, Q's got a pretty nice damage up too now, than just so much more survivability, and his NP hits harder and that's the thing. At near the end where regular Q gets the 50% attack up, he gets the NP buff, so his NP does more damage than Proto Q's, and he gets a 50% attack up. So he's actually super close on the damage anyway, right? Oh, this fucks up Proto Q so bad because now he can't quick change to like make the crits for the turn after. That hurts so bad. I mean, I guess you could put, you could still do a quick chain, but oh boy. I don't know what, maybe I should change to where I put my command codes then, I don't know. Good opening hand at least. I'm just so used to regular Q because I use them all of the time. I kind of just forgot that, you know, it doesn't normally have sure hit until you get the NP buff, and then, you know, Proto Q doesn't have the NP buff. Granddad forgetting some things here. Q is the only Lancer, and that, unfortunately in that conference meeting, they were not referring to Fate Stay Night Q. I would actually love for Beastly to make a follow-up, like a direct sequel to that one, right? Like, it's very much like, you know, right off of that one, and then have Proto Q be addressed in some way. I think that would be pretty interesting. Let's see. I hate kind of everything about this turn. Okay, I don't think we do the crit buff. I don't think I actually do... Wait. I don't think I used the sure hit one. I think I just used the defense removal one. Do I just forgo critting? But like that's... Ugh, God, for this one I'll forgo it because it's so fucked up anyway. But normally you don't want to do that. Like that's the only thing Proto Q has going for him is the crit thing. Maybe I should have just gone for it anyway. I think what I should probably put the... Oh my god, he's being such an ass! What the fuck is that? I think I just arc quick. Like, just fuck it. Like, we're not gonna do any fucking damage there anyway. Just forget it. Just forget it. 98% though. Just crit forehead. Just for the, you got defense down, you have crit up, anti-beast, there you go. I swear if he didn't crit there. Oof. Big hits. So I want... This is fucked. Can anyone else figure out what's fucked here? There's a very specific thing that's wrong here. Anybody, anyone want to take a guess? Because, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, I want to use... It's because I want to use... No, it's not the insta-death, no guts. Although I'm not happy about that. That's what everyone seems to be going... That's not the problem. That, it's not good, but that's not the problem. Yeah, it's the fact that I need to use my third skill. And my third skill is on a 2-turn cooldown. And oh, look, I have Atlas to bring it back. But, I need to cast Protection from Arrows before I cast that. But, I wonder if I just cast Atlas anyway and use my third skill and then only have the 1 evade again. That does not sound good. Yeah, well, the sure hit, it won't kill us through invulnerability, but I think it still ticks off 1 hit from evade. I don't remember, it's been a long time since I've tested it, but I have tested it before, and I'm pretty sure it'll take a charge off Protection from Arrows. This is quite bad. You know what? Let's find out. For science. Do you quick chain here? I'm gonna say yes. Let's see Insta-Death run our little experiment. That'd have been true if we had Insta-Deathed as well. Did I not cast my third skill? I don't think I cast my third skill. I'm just going to save scum now and pretend that didn't happen. Chat, it's a real shame. Chat, it is a real shame that the game crashed. You know, very unstable. You know, oh my god, DW just can't keep their game from crashing, man. These such incompetence, man. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. That's not enough damage on my NP there. Hey, what? How convenient, chat, that... What a nice silver lining that even though the game crashed, that I can at least now cast my third skill because, you know, that's very useful here. We're not actually playing on PC, we're just mirroring our phone onto the PC. That's a lot of damage, man, though, I tell you, that's pretty nice when you're at neutral there. It would have been funny is if we didn't cast our third skill, that would have been the only timeline where Insta-Death didn't go off, but then casting it changes the RNG so it does go off. Hey! It's not this timeline. Alright, let's see what happens. Ooh, it doesn't. I'm surprised that their coding is competent enough for it to work that way. I'm actually surprised. I bet you they changed that with the update though, where they changed the way like damage cut was done, damage cut charges. Because remember the game used to take damage cut charges even if you had invulnerability or evade up. I suspect that back then it probably still did that for evade. I would think NA would already have that update. Hey, thank you, Codmaster. That's a name I can actually say. Thank you for the 5 months, man. But hey, that's nice. That's I'll take it. Alright, we got the fucking defense buff again. God. Let's we do this. What an awkward turn. Look at these crits, though. You know, I probably should have just rushed my NP, though, because I think if I NP while I still have the anti-beast thing, I'll just win no matter what. Also, he's really liking this defense up here. So I could die this turn. I still have my defense up, so at least that's something. I might go with that 30. Okay, so if I cast the art skill, we win next turn no matter what he does. Like literally, even if he does all the annoying shit, we'll win. If I cast the quick skill, right, I'm slightly less likely to die this turn, but by a pretty small amount. But I probably still get my NP anyway because of his hit count. What's the bad timeline? The bad timeline would be I do the quick skill and I don't get my NP because Lobo doesn't attack a single time and he like double defense buffs, which he can do. And in that case, I would definitely need my NP. I'm gonna have faith though because I think I might die this turn and every bit helps. And I have a pretty decent chance of getting my NP off this anyway. I also am ready to ZTF. Or we could just kill him right now. Oh god, I'm clicking the wrong button. That was close. Oh my god, I was clicking the wrong button actually. It's like this phone, it has a virtual pad. You don't have an actual button you click. You don't have an actual button you click. No, don't worry, I canceled in time. The connecting thing didn't pop up. So someone remind me though, I need to always put in slow-mo. Because they changed the way fast mode works, you have a lot less time before it connects, and then so you can lose the stage that way. If you're in slow-mo, you have a lot of time to back out. Because yeah, anyway, this phone has like a virtual pad thing. Fucking Samsung Pay, what? Anyway, it has like a virtual pad that you have to bring up, which is, if that sounds obnoxious, it is, and it makes it harder to close apps and stuff, so. And yeah, because now if you're in speed mode, you have so much less time. I just didn't think we were going to kill that turn. I didn't think we were going to kill him there, so I wasn't. I was expecting to have to do it next turn. Don't give me, dude. You think you're about to? I almost had a heart attack there because I love that stage. Thankfully, we have other accounts that we could get that stage on, and we always solo on that stage. So, you know, it's not a big deal if I can't do team stuff there anymore because the other account obviously wouldn't have good options. Yeah, it's fine. We didn't connect. We still got it. All good. That was very close though. It was very close to the part where it started connecting because we were in speed mode. That's why sometimes when I know we win, I just don't even take the final turn because I just don't want to deal with it. Also, I don't have to resize the screen, you know, all the time. Just to confirm here. Oh, the good thing is though, also, the next fight is another fight with Lobo that it doesn't have the evade gimmick, I don't think, but it has like other gimmicks and it's about as hard. In some cases it's actually harder. It kind of depends on the unit, but you literally, so yeah, we would just have a backup one, so it's not so bad. I think that's the burn one or whatever. I think he has more health, but he doesn't have the evade thing anymore, so it's just different. Oh yeah, I think you get defense. Let me look. I don't remember. You fight him so many times that I think the defense one was earlier, but maybe he gets the defense down thing again because I think you fight him like 4 fucking times. It's at least 3 times. Okay, 1.5. Let's see, this is chapter 13. This would be chapter 14. Yeah, okay, the chapter 14 one. Okay, so the fight we're on this is weird. The fight we're on right now, his first health bar has 300,000. You know, it's 298,000, but I mean, that's 300,000. And then his second health bar is 400,000. So 300,000 and 400,000. That's a lot, man, because it's at neutral shit. And then his next health bar is 400,000 up front, but then only 220,000 on the second health bar. So front health bar is greater than the previous one, but the second health bar is weaker. That's really weird. But then at the beginning of the player's turn, randomly debuffs 2 servants with attack down and defense down. Because it's a solo, it'll always be the solo unit, so you're getting attack down and defense down every turn. When you break bar, he removes all debuffs, gives himself a crit buff. And he, oh, that's the nasty part. After you break his health bar, he's able to cast his 3rd skill. And that allows him to remove your buffs and also do attack down and insta-kill. You know, he's not guaranteed to do it, it's not a gimmick, but after his break bar, he can cast his 3rd skill. That I gotta say, that fight I don't like as much just because that's a lot more RNG. That's way more RNG, but he actually has a noticeable amount of less health. He does not have as much health. And the attack down, defense down gimmick is worse in some cases, but it's better in others because If you have an anti-debuff gimmick, you don't care. Like, you know, it's no big deal. However, you can't really trivialize it, right? Where you can bring sure hit stuff and that kind of thing for the other Lobo fight, whereas there's not as much you can do just deal with that many debuffs coming your way. But yeah, they're kind of pretty comparable to each other difficulty-wise. I kind of think the evade one is harder, at least for a team. And for no team, though, I think the other one might be harder just because if you do get buff removed, that can be just so bad. It's not that bad, though, because he still attacks one less time, so you probably aren't going to take that much damage that turn. But he can kill Guts. That's what sucks. Because you might cast Guts in advance, and then he removes it. So you have to cast Guts the turn he's going to NP, otherwise it's not going to work. So, okay, I am going to wrap up there, but I am going to stream again in a minute, because I think Genshin is doing their event now, and I kind of want to check that out. So I figure I'll just do a little chill stream where we check out the whatever the event is and see what's going on there. But yeah, I gotta go eat real quick. I'm gonna get water and all that, so I'll be like 10 minutes or whatever. But yeah, then we'll do a little bit of Genshin. And then I think I might take a break from FGO for a few days, just so, you know, I don't want to go overboard, because it's got an event coming up that I think is going to be a good event. I hope so. Please don't fuck it up. But it sounds like it's a Setsubun style event. Real quick, what do you all want? What account do you want me to stream? Right? I'll probably save the main account for videos, because I always do that. But so I can stream this account, so we have a decent amount of units. Because if I'm not going to stream my main, this account has the most units for tomfoolery. But then it could be kind of funny to try to get through an event like that through the eyes of, like, you know, the newbie account or the 1 to 3 star account. That would be interesting. The 1 to 3 star account would be interesting. So most people seem to want the Herc account. Honestly, I don't hate the idea of trying it on the 1 to 3 star account, just because that would be really different. But it'd probably be a nightmare. It looks like most people want the Herc / newbie account, though, which that's fine, because it's, you know, it's an account that we're actually progressing on. It's kind of been fun to watch that account progress, right? And that'll make good VODs too, just kind of following that account more. Maybe we'll mix in the 1 to 3 star account too, though, right? Like, we could probably do both. We could, you know, mix it up a bit. So it looks like the Herc account, and then if we do one on the side, it'll be the 1 to 3 star account. So we'll probably shaft this account, unfortunately, but, you know, this is the account that probably gets the shaft the most. Because it's kind of done, right? It's kind of a complete account. Like, sure, it's not done if I wanted to do budget videos on it, but, you know, it's got a lot of maxed out servants. It's got, you know, or at least some budget stuff ready to go. It's got the stuff I need to summon for my main account. So, you know, this account I don't really need to play unless I'm wanting to, like, oh, hey, I want to use Achilles, so then I play the account, right? It doesn't need to farm. It doesn't need to prepare, right? It's prepared. It's, you know, it's in good shape. All right, boys. For those that want to watch Genshin Impact, the new event nonsense, I'll probably be playing that in like 10 minutes. For everyone else, thank you for watching. Later.